everyone! This is the last day vlog of our camper car adventure. I just thought we should do a little vlog on our trip, if that's alright, Dragon. So, most useful item for our trip, what do you reckon? What was the most useful item?
This.
Oh really? Yeah, why?
Because you can charge your phone in the night.
Yeah, it has been amazing, hasn't it? We have not gone one day worried about charging our phones, and we use our phones a lot. We've had access the entire time, so yeah, I would say that's really good. Well, what would I think is the most useful? I mean, I like my little liquidizer thing because I just think we get a nice, I like it, it's a good breakfast, it's always filling, and that little thing has not needed charging once. I mean, we've got this. Oh, he loves it, he loves it. Yeah, okay, next thing, favourite thing that you did on the holiday?
Cross Glockner.
Why?
Because it's a really big achievement.
Yeah, I agree with that. I would say that was my... In honesty, though, I actually think I enjoyed Six Bits more in terms of, like, the actual... Yeah. I really liked Six Bits. I thought it was a really entertaining climb. I love that you could take the gondola down, but it would have cost us €82 just for me and a child to get down. Yeah, that's a huge amount of money. Ridiculous.
And we met Julian.
Yeah, Julian, yeah, the nutters that went in trainers. What has been the hardest thing about the holiday? Food. Yeah, what aspect of food?
It hasn't been the best food.
It is true. But right at the end, I did try and pull it out of the bag a little bit, didn't I?
Yeah, it was alright for the last couple of days, but before that it was just like, we'd go to Lidl's and just get something that was pre-cooked and just eat it like that.
We did eat out. We ate out a few times.
3.
We ate out 3 times, yeah.
And 2 of them were on like the first 2 days.
I mean, I'm not really a massive foodie, so yeah. But I'm glad that you said that. I would say the sleeping arrangements were actually pretty good. I slept a lot better than I thought I was going to do. So food and sleep.
Yeah, but she didn't believe me when I was saying that.
This is a one-off. This is a one-off situation.
She didn't believe me for most of the trip when I was saying that she takes up the most space on the bed. And then I had to take this picture this morning.
It's just a one-off.
I don't know if you can see it, but yeah. So I didn't really have much room this morning. And
this morning, exactly. This
and most
morning.
of the mornings, I'd wake up and my feet would be together like this, and I'd be on my side, and you'd be spread out snoring.
And in terms of the travel, like, what's the favourite place that you went? Which place did you think was the absolute nicest?
That lake.
Which lake?
The Skyladder.
Oh, the Skyladder, yeah. Oh, yeah. Do you know what? The Skyladder, and the other place that I thought was one of the best was Fussen. That was one of my favourite days. Dragon's just jumped out of the car.
Where's Fussen?
Fussen was when we ended up doing that long climb, but then we got to see the castle, and then we went to the festival, and then we went and swam in the lake. Who was your favourite person that you've met all trip?
William.
Really?
Yeah. Thomas.
Yeah, the Airbnb guy. Oh, he was such a nice man, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we only did one Airbnb. We slept in this car the entire time. Yeah, and that was one of my other favourite experiences, although it's minimal and it doesn't sound like something you should be excited about. Was when we got our washing done, and this fabric conditioner that they put into the machine. Our stuff smelled amazing. I would walk around and I'd be like, I smell amazing. That was definitely a highlight for me. Just finding an item that I'd actually washed. I'm like, oh, it's so good. Yeah.
Was it worth like 11 quid though?
It was. I would have spent 11 quid on that, yeah, for sure. Okay, anything else that you think we should highlight? So that was our favourite. What was your worst day? What was the worst day that we had?
I don't know.
I don't think we've had a terrible day. Have we?
That day that we tried to do that via Ferrari in the Dolomites.
Oh yeah, that was slightly miserable.
It was still a good day though, because I can't really remember.
Because we saw the newts, and then we did end up going and doing a Via Ferrata at the end. Do you remember? It was
Yeah.
that one up the side, and that was quite good.
And we went to a swimming pool, I'm pretty sure, didn't
Yeah.
we? Yeah, we went to that indoor one.
Oh, and by the way,
Right.
the swimming pools were. Oh yeah, that was all right though.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was the worst
Oh
one.
dear, am I going past him? No. Swimming pools were good. I love the swimming pools.
Yeah,
That was
they were.
definitely a highlight. Like literally being out in these amazing environments. Oh, we're all slowing down for some reason. No idea why. Out in these like amazing warm country with beautiful swimming pools, diving boards to watch Dragon near kill himself. It was epic. And that's how we ended up staying clean. So we would either swim in a lake or we would go to a swimming pool. And I'd highly rate that, wouldn't you? We didn't end up going and gate crashing a campsite once. We just stayed away from the campsites this time. What was the worst drive that we had?
Yesterday.
Why?
Because it was really long.
It was long, wasn't it?
Oh no, actually, on the way there, because I was jet lagged and I threw up because I was really sick.
Oh my god, I forgot that. You just randomly threw up on the side of the car. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that.
I was really, I don't know what was going on. I was so jet lagged that it actually made me sick.
Yeah.
And I didn't have an appetite, like I wasn't eating anything. So
No, it wasn't.
and
No.
then we pulled over, and then I stepped outside of the car and I just threw up.
What would you rate? This is what I think. What would you rate the trip out of 10?
The trip,
Yeah, the whole trip.
an 8 or a 9 probably.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you?
I'm going to give it, I'll tell you what, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. The only thing I wish was different would have been that we could have really done some Dolomite climbing. We really missed out on the Dolomites, and I'm desperate to take you there. I absolutely love the Dolomite rocks, love them. And I love the rock, I love how, there's so much history behind it. I've talked about this already, haven't I?
Yeah.
But I genuinely wish that we could have done some climbing in the Dolomites. Other than that, I could not fault our trip. Yeah, okay, it might have been alright being in a mountain hut and whatever, but everything. Oh, I'm sorry, am I keeping you away?
Yeah, bore me to tears.
Oh, that's the only thing I would say is the Dolomites we missed. But yeah, I don't care about the climbs and how big they were. I'm so proud of the fact that we did both of them just in one day.
Yeah.
Not many people can say that, and that's why I'm so proud. And obviously, I wish that I hadn't nearly died on grouse spits, because I'm still feeling the repercussions of that terrible fall. That's minimal. That is minimal. But
Right, her legs are beat.
they are beat, and every day when I wake up, I'm like, and they're tight. Yeah, it just feels so tight. I don't really know what to do with it all. Campercar adventure, I genuinely would say, just to sort of summarise this, I personally feel when I was in a van, I would still have to move stuff from the back of the van to the front of the van. Every time that we stopped, we still had to do that, and that's all we've had to do here. We had to put some curtains up, which we used to do in the van, and we used to have to move stuff from the front to the back. Personally, this is so much better than the van, because I've got the air conditioning, I've got fuel economy, I've got the practicality of the fact that it's a car and it can go anywhere, and actually there's no barriers that I have to worry about. It's a lot less obvious if we are sleeping in it. I know Dragon says it is obvious, but it is less obvious if you're
It's
in a
less
car.
obvious in a van, but it's still obvious.
But I have absolutely loved. I thought I didn't know what I was going to really think of this, but I would actually rate it. I think that you can travel very easily in a car, and it makes so much more sense. You've only got one vehicle rather than when I used to have two. So yeah, anyone thinking of doing it, give it a go. You know, if you want to keep life simple, if you are somebody who wants to spend all day in a campsite and all that crap, yeah, go and get yourself a van and make sure it's got all twinkly lights. But for me, I just want to be able to sleep. That's all we've done, isn't it, Dragon, really? We just sit at the front when we're chilling, and then we'll end up like going on our phones, and then when we're ready for bed, we kick the bed out and we go to sleep. Absolutely, it's been perfect, like literally perfect. So that's my thoughts. Don't you think, Dragon? I mean, I know you'd always prefer a van on a rainy day, but even when it was raining and we were I was just cooking the stuff under a tree and just sitting in the car.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah. So yeah, I've loved it. Campercar gets a thumbs up, 10 out of 10 from me, and I've had an amazing trip with this one. And thank you everybody who has been watching and for commenting and stuff. I love it when I get a comment, just because it's just nice. It's just lovely just to be able to like interact with you guys if you are watching. So thank you everybody that has been doing that, and I'm sure there will be more Campercar adventures.